license?
Yes.
Okay, can I see it?
I'll trade you
For what?
driver's license for driver's license.
That's not going to happen. I'll give you my name and my ID number.
That's not going to happen. I'll trade you equally.
Okay. That's not how I provide your ID.
What's the holdup? Why can't you just give me your picture ID?
You're going to be placed under arrest for obstruct.
You're obstructing me.
In this video, Travis Heinze, a U.S. military veteran and independent videographer, is approached by Officer Runyan of the Wichita Police Department, Kansas, while sitting in his car at the New Market Square parking lot. The encounter quickly escalates when Travis refuses to show his license, invoking his Fourth Amendment rights. Officer Runyan accuses him of obstruction and continues pressing for identification in a visibly aggressive tone. Is Travis within his legal rights? Is the officer exceeding his authority? What would you do if asked for ID in a similar situation? This is Mr. Right, ID Refusal, where we analyze real legal encounters and your civil rights. Special thanks to the original creator, Travis Heinze. Be sure to follow and support his channel as well.
Hey, sir.
I'm trying to listen. I'm sorry. I gotta hear what I have to rebuttal.
Okay. Can I get your name?
I'm sorry. I'm not answering questions.
Why are we here?
I'm not answering questions.
So why are we here? Is this your vehicle? You operating it? Because if you drive away in it, I need to make sure you're a valid license holder. You're required in the state of Kansas to present that when that's requested.
You're really rude.
You're required in the state of Kansas to present your operator's license when requested by a law enforcement officer.
And you just keep going.
You're not familiar with that law? So I'm being rude by asking who you are? I got one on too. Look at that. So I'm being rude by asking who you are.
Runyan, R-U-N-A-Y-A-N. All right.
I'm being rude by asking who you are. Or are you being rude by not answering?
This is a crazy situation. I'm trying to learn.
Okay. Is this your car?
Exactly. You heard that?
No, I'm not listening to them. Is this your car?
Why is she putting herself in jeopardy?
Who? The officer or the...
I gotta ask that.
The other female.
Why is she putting herself in jeopardy?
Who?
She. I said she.
There's two she's over there.
Oh yeah. I didn't even notice. I'm trying to listen.
Well, maybe you should look for her.
Okay, thank you.
Although there's no active crime scene, Runyan insists that Kansas law requires a driver to show ID, yet fails to prove that Travis was operating the vehicle. This raises serious constitutional concerns around police overreach and the misuse of traffic stop authority. Travis rightfully challenges the demand by asserting that unless he's detained or suspected of a crime, he is not legally obligated to identify himself. The officer's persistence, absent legal basis, borders on police misconduct and undermines civil liberties.
Driver's license?
Yes.
Okay, can I see it?
I'll trade you
For what?
driver's license for driver's license.
That's not gonna happen. I'll give you my name and my ID number.
That's not going to happen. I'll trade you equally.
Okay. That's not how this is gonna work.
Well,
You've been involved in disturbance now, and you need to identify yourself.
I need to identify who you are too. And I also need to listen.
Well,
I'm telling you, I've identified myself. I'm Officer Davis.
No.
2564.
No, that's crazy because you didn't identify yourself. Then you said you identified yourself.
I told you, I will give you my name and my ID. That is the identification that I have.
Sure, a picture ID, yes.
I'm not doing that.
Why
You're
not?
gonna provide your ID.
What's the holdup? Why can't you just give me your picture ID?
You're gonna be placed under arrest for obstruct.
You're obstructing me. That's how it works. There's a Fourth Amendment.
Okay, you also have to identify yourself.
You have to identify who you are. That's the Fourth Amendment. If you're trying to get my information, I have a Fourth Amendment right.
Fourth Amendment's got nothing to do with identifying you, sir.
Of course.
So if you're going to start preaching amendments, at least know the ones that are
With your color of law, of course, it doesn't have anything to do. But
So anyways,
there is a Constitution.
you got two ways of doing this.
You as well.
We'll play it that way then.
Play it the legal way. You guys ever talk with your DA? Does your DA tell you anything on how the law works?
You don't want to answer any questions, you just want to ask them, right?
Well, I was trying to listen to what they're saying. So in that time period, yes, that's what I was saying. Exactly. This is a crazy situation because
With no traffic stop, no act of crime, and no reasonable suspicion, Runyan lacks legal grounds to compel ID. This moment reflects a constitutional standoff, citizen rights versus law enforcement overreach.
Why is
I just walk over and then she just starts accusing me of all this craziness.
Where was this at here? Or was it somewhere else?
It was over at the doors of the Bed Bath & Beyond. They have Wi-Fi, so
You were using their Wi-Fi.
I walked over to use the Wi-Fi, and as soon as I walk over, she just starts accusing me of following her. And what I heard before you came here was that somebody was riding a bicycle, all right, around her, and then I think that's where the mistake was. I did not ride my bicycle, so whoever this person was who was riding their bicycle, it's a misidentification, but somehow she associates that person with me because I have a bicycle. And then she says, I came back to my car. Well, you'll hear her. It's probably better you hear, because this
No,
is
I'm
like,
not. I don't need to hear.
but
her
I
side.
just told you what I did. I just been hanging out here most of the morning, pretty early, and then I've walked over there a couple of times. And this last time she was there, because I've been using the internet periodically. It doesn't reach here, so I have to get closer. And it's nice to get in the shade too.
Why don't you park over there?
Well, I could, but I like this spot. Oh, and also I'm charging up a couple batteries on my electricity. I want to watch that. So when you guys arrest me, I gotta let you know that needs to be taken care of. My batteries, I don't want them getting stolen. You know, when you tie up my hands with your handcuffs, I won't be able to put them in my car, so I'd have
We
to
can
ask.
avoid all that. We're just trying to figure out if you're not a mass murderer wanting to stay in
And
Washington.
I am the owner of this car. You know, well, what's I got Runyan. Do you have a first name? My last name's Heinze.
What's your first name?
Well, I'm willing to trade that information with you. What's your first name, Runyan?
I don't have to trade information with you.
Okay. Well then, yeah, that's kind of hard to negotiate information if
This
you're
is
not
not
gonna,
a negotiation.
Well, it is as far as I'm willing to negotiate, because I could sit here completely silent. I have a Fourth Amendment
We
right.
wouldn't be sitting here very long if you're completely silent.
Oh.
Doesn't he have to ID if he's been almost...
Ma'am, I can take care of this.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay.
Yeah, she's on top of things.
Well, at least she's better at the
it's a
law
little-
than you are.
Oh,
At least she
okay.
knows you're required to identify yourself.
She's more cooperative. Oh, jeez.
That echoes.
I really don't care for those. That's
Nah.
just, it's crazy.
Neither do
Some
I.
of these people that can get away with that. But you prefer people who cooperate. You don't like people who use the Constitution because it makes it a little harder for you to do your job. So I understand where you're coming from when you say she knows the law. But I mean, when it goes to court and your
you
DA,
didn't identify yourself to a law enforcement officer, you'd lose.
I would lose for what? What? There has to be
required
a
in the state
crime.
of Kansas that you identify yourself to a law enforcement officer who requests it.
Yeah, when demanded, you're saying more than requested. You're demanding it, and then you're saying you can arrest
Because we
me
were called
for it.
here on a disturbance.
And
And
who's
you're involved in it.
Is this the people's best interest to find out who I am?
Please
Are
don't
you,
try this with me.
that-
I'm too old. Look at me. I'm too old.
you close to retirement?
I'm too old.
You're
I've
just
been
too
through it
old?
all. I've heard it all.
Yeah,
You're no different than half
And-
the other people.
yeah.
But we will identify
And
you.
corrupt.
I guarantee
Well, I
it.
told you my name, and I'm the owner of this
I
car.
guarantee
I
it.
told you.
One way or the other. By fingerprints downtown or by here
I'm
on the
willing-
side of the road. You
By
will be
fingerprints?
identified.
Nope.
So we're trying to help you out.
I'm trying to help you out. I'm willing to exchange information.
What up?
I got a log myself here. It's a video log. I'm making a video log myself. So you guys have your log that you have to soup, which is not a part. You know, that's police log stuff within your institution, intranets. You know, within your own organization, you've got to gather your information. But there's also, you know, my rights too that are being stepped over to get your information within your department. So,
What right
you know,
is that?
what right is that?
Yeah.
What
What
do you-
right are we stepping over?
Well, when you demand information from me, that's illegal search and seizure. Okay,
No.
and you know what amendment
Boy, you
that
need
is?
to go study the
You know-
Constitution and your amendments there, boss.
When you search me,
You really do, because you've been quoting sort and you are out to lunch.
yeah.
You ever
Well,
go to,
your
what kind
laughter-
of legal courses have you taken?
What kind of legal courses have you taken?
Quite a few,
Well,
matter of fact.
Well, let's
over
hear
the
about
years.
them. Let's hear about them. Are you certified?
Answer. You didn't answer
What?
his question.
Well, I mean,
Because he can't, because everything he says is...
I'm trying to make a conversation. I mean, I want to understand where your background is, and wow, all right, got the whole police force.
Well, yeah, I told you.
Out of this crazy situation, a simple situation,
That you could have just identified yourself.
and it turns into me being the bad guy.
Yep.
And I'm willing to say, you know, this is my car, and everything under it it's
What about
mine.
everything in it?
In it too, yeah.
Okay, that'll be good. for later.
Everything, yeah. All right. What's your name? You got a smaller name tag, Woody. Yep. All right. But yeah, I come over here because I was told to come over here and just wait while she told her story. He's pretty much in charge. He's got the whole story here, both sides.
You got both sides.
Yep. He's the guy in charge. So to have to talk to each individual, you know, I have to repeat myself. It's best to just go through one person.
All right, I got a couple questions for you, bud.
All right.
Okay. Did you, at any point when you were talking to her, did she make any comments to you about being stalked or anything like that?
Being stuck, yeah. When I walked over there, I was like, yeah, whatever. You know.
Okay. What was your response when she said that?
When I walked over there, she said, yeah, you're
What
stalking
did
me.
she
I'm
say?
like,
What exactly did she say to you?
she said something like, oh, I'm stalking you, or you're stalking me, and I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever, I'm stalking you.
Okay.
I'm a little, what do they say, what's that? It's like a humor, it's kind of a
Kind of
caustic.
sarcastic.
Sarcastic. I was being sarcastic.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Well, kind of here's the issue we got going on.
What kind of
okay?
what issue?
Here's the
Oh,
issue
here's the
we got.
issue.
Yeah, this is what we got going on. Okay. You know, she felt like you were maybe stalking her. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, she said that she had noticed you earlier. You had kind of approached up over there, which you did mention that you went to get some Wi-Fi, which is perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. And she thought maybe you were stalking her. I get, you know, talking to you. You know, you seem like the kind of guy, you know, likes to be sarcastic and laid back, which I get you. So I think maybe what we've got going on here is when you responded to her in a sarcastic manner, she took that more offensively and didn't get the joke. Okay, and I can get her side and I see your side both. It can go either way.
I was listening. She said somebody rode a bicycle by
Yeah.
earlier. I did not ride any bicycle.
Okay.
All right. She said I heard that I didn't pull my bicycle off the back of my car. I did not ride a bicycle.
Okay.
Come back here, put it on, and then 2 minutes later walk over there.
Yeah.
I did not do that.
Okay, that's fine.
So
She
that
could have gotten you confused.
I think
there's lots
she
of
has
folks that
me.
ride.
I think she has me confused with somebody else.
Okay. But she did walk over there, and she wanted
Yeah,
to get
I walked
Wi-Fi, and she was
over there
there.
several times. I've been here
Yeah.
since about 5 a.m. Okay, I got here early. I mean, I don't know what time you start your shift. You may have
I've
seen.
seen your car out here today.
You may have seen it at the Walmart too. I've been hanging on the side.
Around.
Did you see that?
I didn't see you over at Walmart, but I've seen you kind of out.
I've been there. Okay, you have seen me walking around.
I've seen your car out here. Yes.
Okay, here. Okay, just today. But I was for the past 3 days. I was parked in the Walmart parking lot,
Okay.
just hanging out. And then the Walmart manager said he was going to call the cops on me for hanging out if I was there this morning. So I moved over here.
Okay.
To prevent that. And then I just started using the Wi-Fi throughout the morning. Every hour, every couple hours, I'd walk over because I have YouTube.
The deal is, it's his private property.
Yeah,
so
I
if
understand.
The owners generally don't like people just hanging out unless they're here to.
Yeah, I understand. I'm telling you that, and I expected that response. I don't know what the rules were exactly. You're actually enforcing them.
Yeah, generally with people hanging out and stuff. I mean, they like us to kick them loose and get them out of here because they don't want people just loitering around.
Yeah,
It's private property,
I
whether
figured-
they're open or not. They
Yeah,
don't want all the
I
extra
figured
traffic.
it might get a little busy here when it used to be open. I've never been here before.
It gets busy when there's not all these closures and mandated,
Yeah.
Things like that.
How busy does it get? I got here. I
fills
got
up.
I got in this city 3 days ago.
Yeah.
All right, I've been traveling.
You from Washington?
Well, I've been coming from the Texas area.
Texas.
I've been up and down the country all
Yeah.
around. I don't follow people. I just move around.
Go wherever the wind takes you.
I don't.
huh?
Yeah. But I've only been here 3 days. I've been kind of logging it. I've made vlogs
Yeah.
on YouTube and stuff. So
Just kind of
I have a bit of
your
a
travels, huh?
yeah, and I have a track record for that. So I don't know what kind of history she says we have, but if it goes back to this bicycle riding thing and then coming back here, she's
Okay.
mistaken me for somebody else with that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I made some logs on here, me just making observations.
Daily roamer.
And
on
this
YouTube,
and the videos that show up on here, they actually have dates and times.
Yeah. We'll have
So-
to check you out sometime on YouTube.
Well,
I'm sure I'll see
okay, I'm not
myself
trying
on
to
there.
sell my.
You're
YouTube.
not. I'm not saying
I'm
that.
not. I'm just trying to say that
Yeah.
this
I get you.
Samsung records dates and times when I
yeah.
make videos, and you'll see.
Pretty much all electronic devices that.
Well, no, this is
Are
Samsung is the
timestamped.
only one that does it. I wish all of them did it.
Yeah.
I wish this GoPro did that, date and time. Only the Samsung does it. So.
Okay. Well, here's what I'm gonna do, bud. Okay, I'm just gonna talk.
Travis cites his Fourth Amendment rights and refuses to be coerced into self-incrimination. His actions, filming and logging his travels, are protected under the First Amendment, yet he's treated as suspicious for merely existing in a public space. This situation illustrates how police bias can undermine civil liberties.
To boss over here because I've got a boss. We all got to talk to him.
Who's the boss?
This fella right here.
What's-
He's the big man.
What's the
in
name?
charge.
Hey.
Sergeant Rogers.
Rogers. Okay.
Okay. Just hang out for me, all right? And once we're done,
Rogers.
We'll get you going and go from there. Okay. Right now, I'm not seeing anything wrong other than
You're
maybe
just
some
detaining. You're
mis-
detaining me.
Yes, right now
But
you
yeah.
are detained. You're not free to go.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So just hang tight for a second.
All right. And you gotta watch me.
Yep.
And her too, maybe. All right. And then he gets to
We
go.
all have our
Okay.
jobs. Yep.
Well, yeah. It's just.
He's not Wichita. We're all Wichita. He's Mays, so.
Oh, he's
came to help out.
part of the sheriff's.
No,
But
he's Mays Police. He's here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like a subdivision of.
Yeah, he was just over here to help out because we've been pretty busy.
Okay. All right. What kind of what's the make and model of your camera that you wear in your? Do you know?
Axon Flex.
Axon Flex. Oh yeah. Okay.
Flex 2, I think to be
And
more
then you
exact.
Exxon Flex 2? Okay. Yeah, I've heard of those. And you just record sound? Oh, you got it. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's under my hat.
I didn't look at your face. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty neat.
We all have them. I don't know if what Maze has. They might just be sound. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I had this one guy. I was in Edmond. You know Edmond?
Yeah.
You do?
Oklahoma?
Okay, the guy just had a sound recorder, and it looked. I think it might have looked like that.
A lot of them are still Axon brand, and so they look similar, but some just have sound.
Cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. I asked him his make and model. He couldn't answer that question. And, you know, I was playing that game with him. You know, I like to trade information and find out more about the person. If you want to know more about me, I have a few questions myself. Too. But that's neat. You guys know that. You know your products that you use. I mean, some cops are just like, yeah, it's just a body cam. But I think it could be helpful to know all the nomenclature of what you're using. You know, maybe the length of your baton or something. You actually be able to rattle that stuff off. You know, something that's useful in knowledge. Right.
How long have you been doing YouTube thing?
8 years. Traveling a lot. Yeah, just up and down. Started just all over the West Coast. I went up the California coast. I went down the Texas-Mexican border. Got stopped by plenty of border patrol agents, and of course I record them. And I don't put it on this channel all the time. I actually have a cop channel because it's amazing. I don't know if you know how popular cop footage is, but people just eat it up.
Right.
I mean, I have to admit, I like watching it. Cops and live PD. It's interesting to see the crazy people out there. I just watched like cops, 20-minute cops episode for just this city, Wichita, and there's some crazy methed out people. There's 2 meth cases out of about 4 of them. Or like 2 methed out cases. So it sounds like maybe that could be a problem around here. Yeah. So it's pretty peaceful around here. Normally, from my 4 days experience here in this.
COVID-19 has changed the dynamic a little bit.
I would normally be traveling around, checking places out, going into the inner city, hanging out at libraries. I mean, today's Saturday? I'd be at the library. Instead I'm out here dealing with people claiming them stock. But that's kind of my routine with traveling. I go from library to library. I want to listen. Unless you have any questions.
I think you just made her nervous, and that's
Yeah.
what the whole situation is. Just
Probably
like you get nervous about cops record us and all that. I'm assuming that's your reasoning for that.
I am a little nervous, yeah.
Then that's her too. You're coming up, you're recording stuff.
Yeah.
She doesn't know.
Well,
you. She
as
doesn't know
soon
why.
as she started like saying I was stalking her, I did turn the camera on as soon as I started hearing that.
And she might have other stuff going on that you happen to fall into. I don't know.
Yeah.
Her personal history.
Yeah.
It could be that she has been having issues.
Do you have a record? Did you guys identify and see her history in any way, or?
Well, the other officer's the one that talks to her.
He's the guy in
so
charge.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming
You're my babysitter. Right
I am babysitter right now. That's right.
now. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to worry about. Make sure. Yeah.
Because he's been working up here, so he's the first one on scene. Usually he would take this whole thing, so
Yeah.
he's identified her.
Yeah. And he's,
So I'm
okay.
sure he's looked into her history, but
Yeah.
personally I have not.
Well, at least we're starting a history with her. You know, that's the least that can happen today. Getting a history of her, because you put little notes underneath
Well, we
names
make
for
cases
your
on
dispatch.
on stuff like this.
With your dispatch will have
Not
when
necessarily.
you run a name, they'll be like, oh, we got these notes under that person's name.
Not necessarily.
No?
They can pull our
It-
cases up.
Yeah.
You go
So
straight to case, but
if
no
there's
little
cases-
like instead of having to go through the whole case, all these cases,
We
you
can't
have
highlight.
simple notes.
Nope.
Like this person is trespassed from this area.
Nope. Because
You don't-
being trespassed from an area is actually a case.
It turns
so-
into a
so it-
criminal court case. Is that
Not necessarily. So the first time that you're trespassed from somewhere, it is still classified as a misdemeanor, but it's basically just you've been banned from
warning.
that property.
Yeah.
The
written,
first time it's just,
verbal.
hey, you've been given verbal warning in
Yeah.
our presence that you are trespassed from this private property.
Yeah.
And then after that, that's when it would become a
Yeah.
criminal
Then you get a
case.
charge and
Yeah, that's when the
DA.
cases come in. The original is just documentation, pretty much.
All right.
So there's not just notes on certain people, everything that if we have a note on you, it's a case.
Some people, some systems are set up that way.
So
They
maybe
can have that. Because apparently I understand that you can do like a public record request about notes under your name with the dispatch.
Our public records would be cases that you're involved
Yeah.
in.
Whatever you have in this
In
county.
the system, yep.
Under my name, that doesn't really, well, other counties could ask for it, I suppose, but
Right.
some issues are just regional, local, and they're just, that's concentrated there and don't really, trespassing would be just for here type of thing.
Right. I mean, that's the difference between misdemeanor and felony. I mean, if it's
Yeah.
felony, that would be state
Yeah.
charges, so that might be a difference there. But as far as public records check in Wichita, that would just be cases that you're involved in. We don't just have this on anyone.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Well, all right. Yeah, there's little differences, little nuances with different departments and stuff.
Right, and that's like the difference in Axon cameras, like some that have video and some that just have sound.
There's a lot of controversy about cops manipulating videos or whatever. Axon, I believe, goes straight to their website or something.
Yep, it uploads directly when we plug our cameras in at the end of the shift.
Oh, you play, okay.
Which we're required to at the end of every shift, plug it in, so the videos are uploaded by the end of the night.
Yeah, you have a policy on how your body cameras are to be used and all that.
That's pretty much everywhere now.
You think is that available to read for the public, or your policy on body cameras?
I don't know if
It's
it
not,
is.
okay, yeah, it's
You
not
can
big
go to
deal.
the City of Wichita page.
You've seen it? Yeah, anybody can.
Well, I know a lot of our policies are on there. I don't know if
That
that's
one
specifically.
You don't know?
A lot of our policies are public information. I don't know which
Yeah.
ones are or
Okay.
not.
So I had an issue with one city. I asked for the policy on body cams because this cop was really sparing with how he used it, and they said it wasn't available for public. Look, it was in Colorado. It wasn't available for the public, or
Yeah.
you'd have to make a special public records request to see their policy on body cams.
Maybe.
Small town, was it?
I know our chief likes to keep things pretty open record, but I don't know if that specific one is
Did
on.
you say Archie?
Our chief.
Our chief. Oh, okay. He's in charge. Yeah.
He likes to keep things pretty transparent, but I don't know if that specific policy is on our website.
Yeah, transparency is great. I mean, that's the best way to go about it. It's good for winning elections for sure. Being very transparent about things.
Makes the public more comfortable with things. And
Yeah, for sure.
So.
To get the full story and stuff, it's instead of making people have to fight to see certain issues, see certain footage or records or whatever. It's just be really upfront about it. And
How long do you stay in an area?
I don't think too much longer. It's really depressing each time. I kind of stick in one area more with this COVID issue as long as I can, and then move on. Like I stayed in Edmond for a few weeks, and then just kind of moved up here. I wish I could have explored Oklahoma City a little bit more. I didn't look anywhere.
But not too fun right now that things closed.
Yeah, I would look at McDonald's. I would look at various gas stations to stop at in case I have an emergency while I travel around in the city. It's a little easier to travel on the outskirts. You can go in the woods if you have an emergency or
I think
what.
Oklahoma's one of the first states to start opening things back up.
Well, it's Georgia from what I heard. They started on Friday.
I know they were doing a map of like the first states that were starting to open up.
Yeah.
And I think Oklahoma was one of them.
And I'm heading north because it's getting a little warm for me, as you can feel, I'm sure. I kind of travel with the weather, so it's what brings me up here.
Do you stay United States or?
Yeah, I'd like to go on to Canada. I'm gonna move up into North Dakota, and I'd like to cross the border, but I don't know. I don't really have a passport or anything, so I don't know what to expect.
All right, Travis, here's what we're gonna do, okay? I'm gonna document what happened out here,
All
okay?
right.
Like I told her, I'm gonna document your side, I'm gonna document her side,
All
okay?
right.
You guys' stories are obviously a little different, which happens, but regardless, I'll put what you guys both said, okay? I will give you a case number if you want it.
Oh.
If you don't want it, I'll save the paper. If you want it, I can give it to you. It's up to
Okay.
you. But I'll write you a case number in case you want it. Just like I said, because I'm going to document what happened out here and go
Okay.
from there, okay? Otherwise, once we are free to go, I'm going to kick you loose. But you can't hang out here on Newmarket property, okay?
Yeah, I figured it was going to turn into that thanks to her.
It happens. But
I just need, like, I didn't really set a specific destination. I can drive back to the Walmart parking lot, I guess. You don't want me on this parking lot area.
Technically, Walmart is all, this whole area here on this side is Newmarket Square, okay? Until you get to Target.
What?
Target, I believe, is not associated. But all these storefronts up here by Maze Road,
Yeah.
or the street, all this is all Newmarket Square, okay?
I never really seen, I mean, I kind of was watching, but the maintenance guys, they never really walked on the Walmart property.
Walmart
You're
could have their
saying-
own people that come out there
Yeah. So it's separate.
because it's big, but technically Walmart is, this whole area is Newmarket Square.
You're
okay?
saying all the Walmart parking lot
Yep,
is
this-
what you put guard.
Yep,
your
this whole
guard.
area is Newmarket Square, okay? Just give me 1 sec so I can get your case number and go from
Interesting.
there.
All right.
2601, sorry.
I've-
It's 10-9 my case. Yeah.
24-389, 24-389.
Interesting how Walmart is a part of you guys, but Target is not.
Well, there's also Central Park is considered a main street that runs all the way through into the neighborhood, and it kind of divides it. But generally, yes, Walmart is considered a part of Newmarket, even though they do most of their stuff on their own.
Is that one of
That's the
pond?
street right up here.
Oh, Central
Yep,
Park.
where the
Oh.
stoplight is here.
Stoplight.
Yep, that is your main.
I guess
main
I can go to
city street.
Lowe's, I guess. I just need to get on some internet. And I was planning on kind of hanging out because there's nowhere to go. You guys operate
I feel
business as usual, regardless of these extensive circumstances.
You are true.
Well, I don't like being true about that. Because, I mean, this is difficult.
Unfortunately, people
I
can't.
would be at the library right now. I usually just kind of
place.
hang out. Yeah.
Knowledge is power.
Well, yeah, certainly, and just a place to hang out. You
True.
know, get on the internet,
Yeah.
relax.
Yeah, it looks like if you pay attention to the news at all, they're saying it looks like they're going to slowly start opening stuff up. So.
Georgia's been open, or it's open on Friday, something like that.
Yeah. So here's your case number, okay, Travis? It's going to
Alright.
be 20C as in Charles, 024389. My name is Officer Weatherby, and my ID number. Zachary, yep. You can remember that. ID's on there, 2601, okay? Like I said, I'm going to document what happened.
Okay, and
otherwise,
we'll separate because
Yep,
we don't want
that's
any
fine.
further.
So she's gonna do her own thing and wait for the bus. But since you're just hanging out in your car, I'm gonna have to ask
I'm
you
loitering, and
yep,
yeah,
I'm gonna have to have
I
you find a new place to hang out.
confess.
So, all right, bud. Well, you're free to go. Okay. You take care. All right.
All right.
Travis Heinze earns a solid B+ for remaining calm, asserting his rights, and practicing ID refusal effectively. Officer Runyan receives a C- for his confrontational tone, limited understanding of legal limits, and questionable use of authority under color of law. This encounter underscores the importance of knowing how to refuse ID legally without escalating conflict. If you face a similar situation, do not answer questions unless legally detained. Do not present ID unless driving or suspected of a crime. Record legally, stay calm, and document everything. Subscribe to Mr. Right ID Refusal to stay informed on real-world encounters. Support Travis Heinze's original channel for more first-hand civil rights content.